I wrote a song for you, human. As a music lover, do you think you might like a tune less when you think it was composed by an AI? If yes, you have something called AI composed bias. Or maybe you just prefer real live musicians and don't need to be labeled. Maybe we aren't fully ready to accept the fact that AI is here to stay, but it may make good music like us in the future. Imagine the enchantment of music, not just playing for us, but also responding to us. Several companies are already delving into this tech, where AI synchronizes music with users' actions. It can do that in video games, VR, and even for Snapchat filters. Just as a skilled movie composer accentuates critical moments in a story, AI will craft music for specific occasions, but this time, your taste will lead it. This tailored music is expected to be part of the gaming industry too. Gamers are known for their avid love for music. They stream songs for an average of 7.6 hours per week. This is more than double the rate of the average consumer. Until recently, video game music typically consisted of repetitive loop-based compositions or licensed tracks. Because of this repetition, many users prefer to mute in-game soundtracks and volume up services like Spotify or Apple Music to listen to their fave tracks. Of course, some game tracks are awesome. Yet think about the times when you're stuck on a quest or fighting with the big boss. You keep hearing the same music in the background. AI here adapts the music in real time to match users' actions and preferences. It does that either by manipulating the already existing songs or commissioning composers to create new compositions tailored to the specific needs and situations. So, a gamer's experience will change, but it's not the only area where music and AI can be integrated. Artists collaborate with this technology to create new things. Terrence Southern's Hello World album, for example, is a musical medley of rock, EDM, orchestral pieces, and wild experiments. It's all composed with the help of AI, and it was made in 2017, which is kind of before the whole hype. Over 800 data sources fueled this album, from MIDI files to YouTube recordings. It's an example of AI and human creativity making sweet music together. Not to be outdone, Bad Panda Records dropped Generation Nowhere in 2020, an entire album created by AI algorithms. Genres like house, techno, and trance were their playgrounds. Sony's Flow Machines and Google's Magenta projects have been busy too, making up melodies and chord progressions using AI prowess. They feed on existing songs, spitting out unique musical gems. From classical pieces to today's TikTok hits, many types of music became an influence. OpenAI joined the party with a system that generates popular music chord progressions. No more manual tinkering. AI is here to help musicians translate their creativity into harmonious tunes. It's another game changer. Perhaps AI opens a room for artists to experiment. One of its superpowers is replicating complex soundscapes with ease. It's like a musical Picasso, mapping out layers within a single composition. As a human musician, you would be crying while doing it. Plus, it's a budget saver, nixing the need for recording studios and equipment. In terms of making art, especially for independent musicians, this means they can make music in a more accessible way. Cryptocurrency was once praised for democratization, and the same thing applies to musical AIs too. But what about people working in independent studios? Well, experts believe that AI is set to create 133 million new jobs in the music industry, while saying bye-bye to 75 million old ones. There were many video rental shops all around the world, but they closed one by one. This can happen to small studios too. If you have a band and rent a studio to practice, you will probably have to say goodbye to that in the future. Things move to the virtual world. If we focus on the bright side, there is software that works as an all-in-one AI music powerhouse. You can whip up original music without ever having to actually study music or learn an instrument. Want to set the vibe? You get to pick the length, tempo, style, and mood. Some experts predict that 20 to 30% of the top 40 hits will soon be crafted by AI. Amadeus Code is an AI songwriting tool. With the tap, you can create catchy melodies. Similar to AI text-to-speech tools, these AI songwriting assistants unlock new possibilities for creators. Maybe you're not a creator, but just a curious soul. You can play with it because it's fun. Okay, so AI's journey in music began way back in the 1950s. Over the years, some artists, like David Bowie, experimented with it. Bowie was a trendsetter, so he didn't hold himself back. He revamped his lyric writing approach in the 1990s. In 1995, a good chunk of Bowie's lyrics came to life through lyric shuffling software. Bowie's willingness to team up with tech during his creative process gave us a sneak peek into what the future might hold. As a person, you can change your tune mid-song and go with the flow. AI remains the same in its predetermined path. Vibing with the music is our thing, but this too can change in the future. An intriguing musical collaboration took place at Stockholm University of the Arts. There, both a human and an AI joined forces to create music. Musician David Dolan was playing the piano. The notes were flowing into a microphone. Simultaneously, a computer system, under the guidance of a researcher, was actively listening to the composition. Then, it extracted the data concerning the pitch, rhythm, and timbre. The AI then contributed its own accompaniment. Basically, it was improvising along with the musician. Some of the sounds were altered versions of Dolan's piano notes, while others were entirely new sounds generated in real time. There have been cases where AI was accused of infringing on the copyrights of illustrators. People have filed lawsuits against models like Midjourney. In the music area, certain artists harbor a more subtle interest in how these AI models can complement human creativity. Traditional notions of authorship and attribution may need to be redefined or more enforced, depending on which side you're on. The legal and regulatory stuff around generative AI remains uncertain. The creation of music is one thing. What about streaming it? Spotify, for example, has a secret sauce for success. It adopted AI in an early phase. Workers use AI wizardry to analyze where you are, what's on your playlists, and what your musical tastes are to give you a super personalized app experience. It sounds standard, but think of it even 10 years ago. Or go back to when you made a playlist on a CD or cassette. In the future, we may have AI-supported apps where we will touch the screen and direct music with our thoughts. The future is a bit of a mystery. AI might go from being the musician's buddy to the main act itself, kind of like how self-driving cars are making waves. Small businesses, social media buffs, and video game creators are jamming more with AI to create their own beats. People who deal with creative AI have different opinions on this. Sherry Hu, the founder of Water and Music, says creative AI could disrupt the music business significantly. AI models already allow users to generate custom tracks with text prompts. Tools like Boomi have flooded streaming services with AI-generated songs. This shift essentially removes the friction between having an idea and creating some work, democratizing those who can participate in the music industry. Another point of view comes from Rob Abelow, the founder of Where Music's Going, who says generative AI will produce a flood of mediocre, formulaic music, impacting music libraries and production houses. There might be a paradoxical return to valuing artists' originality. Maybe people will focus more on standing out and authenticity. Justice Baden, co-founder of LVRN, says relying too heavily on AR could hinder creativity, leading to formulaic music and losing the human touch. Who wants to listen to songs that somehow